Broadcasting to the universe from the heart of the Music City.
This is Big Podcast.
It's Build a Big Podcast, the marketing podcast for podcasters. I'm David Hooper. I've got a company called Big Podcast. And if you want more information about how to grow your podcast audience, make more money with your message, get people to pay you more money for the advertising that they do on your podcast, make people care about what you're doing, I've got it at bigpodcast.com. On this episode, let's talk about microphones, specifically the hot mic. There is a rule in radio, and really it applies to anywhere you might run into a microphone. It's going to be a television studio, a music recording studio. You need to assume that all microphones are on. Very similar to how you walk down the street in your neighborhood, you've got to assume that there's some paranoid guy with a Ring doorbell who is taping every single person that walks down the street. Probably putting it on something like Nextdoor. I saw somebody suspicious walking down my street. You've got to assume that now, because all mics are hot. All doorbells are made by Ring and have a camera that is on. This is from the Associated Press. Tim Peel's career as an NHL referee is over after his voice was picked up by a TV microphone saying he wanted to call a penalty against the Nashville Predators. The league on Wednesday announced that Peel no longer will be working NHL games now or in the future. The 54-year-old Peel had already made plans to retire next month. What did he say? I'm glad you asked.
It wasn't much, but I wanted to get a fucking penalty against Nashville early in the...
I don't know if that's ego, stupidity, emotion, but you would think that we would have learned this by now, especially with our ability to spread this stuff online after it has happened. Learned what? That all mics are hot, all cameras are on, and that if you do something stupid, it is going to be spread around the internet. A mic is like a gun. You have got to assume that it is loaded. Just like you should never point a gun at something that you don't want to destroy, you should never say something you don't want to be public when there is a mic around. Here's another one that just happened. Southwest Airlines has confirmed that the pilot who went on an expletive-laden rant against the Bay Area works for Southwest. Heard this tape? This guy's on a rant. Southwest says, yep, that's one of our guys. Here's the audio.
21.3 is ready to go. Yeah, spice. Damn liberal. Probably like 8 guns out here somewhere. That's it. Look. Weirdos. Probably driving around them Hyundais. Lower shit. They go slow as.
And last calling on tower, that's 124.0 hot mic.
If you don't have balls unless you're fucking rolling coal, man. Damn it. There's Southwest 531 is ready to go.
To me, this dude sounds like he was having a bad day. Still, he's talking into a microphone. It is going out over public airwaves. One of those public airwaves is the internet, and it went to an online service for air travel enthusiasts. Of course, that's going to get out. Everything you ever do that is broadcast or is taped, you've got to assume it's going to get out. I know a woman who did some, I'm going to call it adult modeling. Let's leave it at that. I asked her about the thought process. Did she think or care about people finding out? She did care, but she didn't think people would find out. They did find out. Was it the end of the world? No. Did it make getting a job more difficult? Yes. Did she have to have some awkward conversations? Definitely. All mics are hot. But I think the bigger thing for podcasters is that who you are on the mic, it needs to be who you are off the mic. Maybe it's bigger, louder, bolder, So I say add some zeros to it. It's not $1, it's $100 million. Don't be afraid to be bigger than you are when you're on the mic. More engaging, more excited, whatever. But that kernel of who you are off the mic, it's got to be that same kernel as who you are on the mic. Otherwise, people feel tricked. We don't like to hear about that preacher who on Sunday or on Facebook is talking about family values, and then it turns out he's a voyeur. Got a thing for watching other men with his wife. I'm talking to you, Jerry Falwell Jr. Some people, if what happened with Jerry Falwell Jr. had happened to them, we'd be going up, giving him a high five. Hey, man, cool. So you did a thing. That's the situation you want to be in. You don't want to shock anybody with some off-mic recording that turns out to be on-mic recording. Something to think about. I'm here a lot with things to think about, things to help you make your podcast better, things to help make you as a podcast host better, things to help you make more money, things to help get more people to your podcast, let you charge more for what you do. The same thing, you just charge more. Like Taylor Swift. She's playing this song. Wedding singer, he's playing a song too. Who makes more money? Doing the same thing. But one of them's rich. And one of them got in trouble when all the weddings got canceled. I want you to be that guy who can do what you do and be bulletproof. That's my job. And we do it through podcasting. If you want more information on this, bigpodcast.com has it. Got some free downloads for you to help you grow your audience, and also an opportunity to subscribe to this podcast if you want more of this. Bigpodcast.com/subscribe lets you do that. You can do it via your iPhone, your Android. If you want an old-fashioned RSS feed, I got you covered. However you listen to podcasts, bigpodcast.com/subscribe will get you hooked up. You can subscribe, you can follow, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, but it's there, and I give you plenty of options on how to do it. Bigpodcast.com/subscribe. Go there, get the free stuff that I've got. Let's build your audience, help you spread your message, let you be who you are on the mic to more people than ever before, making more money than ever before. It's at bigpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next episode.